time for the Great Podcast with your host, Randy Howell and Jason Peltz. Oh, and the kids are happy today. It is a great podcast by the Great Podcast by Randy and Jason. How's that?
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
It'll work.
It'll be fine.
Super
fun. Cool. This is going to be a fun topic today, guys. We are talking about the zombie apocalypse, right? What a time to do it.
It's real.
It's real. Jason says it's real.
It is.
And we'll break that down and figure out why he thinks it's real. And of course, the normal rest of us out there that say it's not real, we'll figure that out too. Welcome to this edition of the Great Podcast. Love having you all here. There is an announcement, Jason, that I wanted to say.
Yeah, what's the announcement?
Well, I forgot it. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
I know, right? Super prepared. All right, let me pull it up.
This is unprofessional behavior.
It is, but you're going to be okay.
Get it together.
I'm trying. I am trying. We have a new listener.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know if it's a new listener or a group of listeners or was this public display, but we have gone over all of our friends from across the world, the United States, Germany, Spain, Canada, Ireland, Bahamas, Australia, Kenya, Guam, Romania, India, Taiwan.
Romania's a dirty country.
Russia, Singapore, United Kingdom, Brazil, and our new friends in Bangladesh.
See, I like Bangladesh, man. That's a clean country.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But they also listen to the Great Podcast,
Nice.
and we welcome them. We thank them for listening.
Now, do we know if they're listening in the Bangladesh Public Library?
We don't know. It doesn't say that. I'm using Anchor's analytics.
We're reaching
And it just says-
tens of Bangladeshians.
It just says, yeah, somewhere in Bangladesh, bro. Have fun with that.
Awesome.
So it doesn't like to tell us too much information because, we could use that and take over the world. But it looks like
Correct.
their icon for Bangladesh looks like a green olive with a pimento in it.
That's accurate.
Oh, is that what it
The
is?
entire country looks like.
Oh, okay.
If you go to the country, that's what it looks like.
It's a green dot with a red dot in it.
It's
off
very,
to the
very
left.
clean.
So it's a green olive with a pimento in it.
Do we have any listeners in Spain?
Spain. Didn't I say Spain? I did.
I don't remember.
Yeah. We do have listeners in Spain, in
Yo.
Catalonia
Nice.
and Principality of Asturias. Asturias. I don't know. Yeah.
Alright, so
we do have listeners. And you have access to
hold
this
on.
too.
I do. I'm just not going to look.
I-
So shout out to our listeners in Spain for keeping a clean goddamn country. You guys rock.
Okay.
There's no filth on those streets.
That is something that strikes home with Jason. He likes a clean country.
I do.
And
Shout out to Sweden for the same thing.
ABBA.
Well,
Thanks for
Denmark,
ABBA.
you got work to do.
Denmark does.
Yeah, they have dirty needles everywhere.
We don't have any listeners in New York, I think.
Well, that's not surprising.
So if I hit the U.S., California, Washington, Virginia, Texas, Ohio, Colorado, North Carolina, India, Florida, Oregon, New Jersey,
Nice.
Massachusetts, Montana, Oklahoma. We do have listeners in New York.
Yeah, are they screaming, I don't know what? Get out my face.
So New York City, the Bronx, Hampstead, and Ticonderoga.
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 Dude, you're like a super patriot and you can't say one of the birthplaces of our nation. Ticonderoga.
I can say Ticonderoga. The difference is, can you read it and say it? No, the
Yes.
answer is no, I cannot.
You can.
But, so we do have listeners up there in New York, Gonna listen to the Great Podcast. It's
Yeah,
good
I'm
stuff,
from New
right?
York. I do what I want. Get out of my face.
These guys, yeah. Yeah, listen to the Great Podcast.
Where's the
They're pretty good.
gabagool?
These guys are good, I like what I'm hearing there.
Yeah, I like to listen to the Great Podcast while eating some gabagool.
Some what?
Gabagool.
Yeah, I never heard of it. Let's go get a pie.
All right.
Everyone's heard of that.
Okay. Everybody's heard of that.
We can go down to Tony's or, Anthony's.
Okay.
Okay. And then if you want to get a little bit deeper, we got listeners, man. These guys, And we thank each and every one of you for listening to the great podcast.
Correct.
We appreciate you tuning in.
Except
Oh, God. What?
nothing.
No. Which one of our listeners are you going to alienate? Go ahead.
I'm not going to alienate any of them.
Who? Who's it going to be?
I like Romania. I don't like the gypsies in Romania.
Okay, that's fine. Just so everyone knows that I accept everyone.
not gypsies.
I am super DE&I.
Really?
Yeah, I accept.
You want gypsies stealing the stuff off of your back porch?
They don't steal anything off my porch.
Yes, they do.
No, those are crackheads.
All right, we should move this along.
Okay. And then if you guys want to go over to, what's the Ireland? Leinster, Ireland.
Yay.
Yep. There's a lot of people that listen to this, and we appreciate it. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone again. Very nice, and we do appreciate you listening to us, and we hope that you find this entertaining. Does that make sense? All right. We hope that you find this podcast entertaining and are happy.
It's better.
That's better.
It's more gooder.
Okay, cool. So, zombie apocalypse. We were talking earlier. This is what our podcast is going to be about today.
About
It's not so much going to be about our stats and who listens, but it's going to be more about the zombie apocalypse. So, as some of you may know, the CDC has a page that you can look at. It shows a picture of a zombie on the preparedness page.
Okay, hold on. Before you get too excited, it is cdc.gov/CPR/zombie/index.htm. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. So that way they can say, well, we put it up on our website. Sorry you guys didn't read it.
You know what?
What?
It's no joke, man.
It's no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that's a scary picture. There looks like a zombie with dirty fingernails, very dirty fingernails. Zombies are not clean.
A lot of people theorize that the potential cure for cancer will cause the zombie apocalypse.
You think so?
Yeah.
Where did you get that info from?
Reddit
Well, then it must be true.
is very true. Everything on the internet and Reddit is true.
Okay. So we cure cancer, but it creates zombies.
It could.
It could.
Because the theory is that you're regenerating cells,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Causing cells to constantly regenerate because cancer is the death of cells,
Okay.
turning into necrosis. So to combat that, one would think that you would cause cells to continue to replicate.
Zombie cells.
But if you die in another way, it would keep your reptile brain going.
My reptile brain.
Yes.
Are you doing good with your coffee?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
I just wanted to check on it. I know. We got that.
Guatemalan, it's fancy.
Yep. NW Blends sent us that coffee, and I'm digging on it. Well, okay. Good theory, I guess. I don't know if this was done by a scientist or just a guy in his basement.
Well, it's probably a guy in his basement, but they also based the TV show The Walking Dead
on it.
On that premise.
Okay. Yeah. And everybody knows that anybody in Hollywood that puts out a show like The Walking Dead or whatever.
Well, it started out as a comic book. Don't disparage the IP.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great comic.
So anyone in Hollywood that's going to put out a show is going to do their research, right? And so
Sure.
they're going to want to make sure that they're as accurate as they can be.
Sure.
So with that being said, if they did The Walking Dead based on that, I mean, I'm going to say, yeah, probably really true.
No, I mean, it could happen, though.
I don't think it could, my friend. I really don't. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think so. But I do want to know why the CDC would put this on their website.
Well, I mean, they have a zombie preparedness law. preparedness log,
Yeah.
zombie preparedness for educators,
Yeah, for
a
the
zombie
classroom.
preparedness poster,
Yeah.
and a zombie preparedness graphic novel.
Right.
Have you clicked on any of these?
I have not yet. I am not
It's
sure
pretty
which one of
amazing.
these just fruitful little clips do I want to see. I don't know.
Well, the preparedness 101 blog is funny.
Is it for the educators?
Yeah, no, just
Oh.
the one for the educators is basically the first one
Yeah.
on a piece of paper.
Oh, I see.
So
I see what
they
you're
say
saying.
you're better safe than sorry. So you should have a kit, right?
Right.
And your kit should have water,
Oh, okay.
food,
Uh-huh.
enough water for 1 gallon per person per day.
Oh, okay.
Food, medications, tools and supplies like a utility knife, duct tape, battery-powered radio, etc.
What about a knife
Hygiene
or
stuff. right?
zombie spray?
Well, the utility knife was the first thing I said.
Well, like
Hold on, we're getting there. Okay. Sanitation and hygiene items.
you saw my stash.
I did. I also have a stash. Clothing and bedding.
Ah, yeah.
Change of clothes for each family member and blankets. Important documents. Like, okay, if humanity's going to dish in a handbasket, do you need a free driver's license?
Well, maybe
Passport.
passport.
Trying to get to Canada because Canada's the only country that doesn't
Have zombies.
have zombies.
Well, and what else? The title to my car? I don't know. Insurance? What do you?
So-
Oh, you know what they're talking about? Your COVID shot record there.
Hold on,
They want
hold
to.
on.
They want to make sure that you can prove that you've been vaccinated.
All right, well, we'll get to COVID. But first aid supplies. You're a goner if a zombie bites you. You can use these supplies to treat basic cuts and lacerations you can get during a tornado or a hurricane.
Wow.
But they even have an emergency plan.
Right. Oh wow.
But
Do they advise that you have? Well, do they advise that you travel or stay in one location?
all right, so they have a family meeting place you need to pick
Oh, okay.
in case of zombie apocalypse. Or
I've already
hurricane.
told my wife we're going to my buddy's house up on top of 5 Mile.
Whatever. And then identify your emergency contacts. Have a evacuation route.
Okay. So what's wrong with staying in your location? Staying where you are?
Looters.
Open that closet.
The whole.
I think looters. I don't want to go out where I'm in the open. You know,
Right,
with my
walking
prepared
through
kit.
zombies.
Right. I think I would rather just stay in one location,
I mean, that's
secure
up
it,
to you.
and defend it.
It's up to you.
My neighbor is a freaking farmer. He grows year round in his backyard, in his
the
greenhouses.
guy.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah, that guy. And he grows year round vegetables and all that stuff.
That's nice.
I'm teaming up with that dude,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I want to leave my house.
You gonna kill his enemies for him?
Yeah.
All right. But the whole. I mean, maybe you need to leave. Maybe there's like in the middle of the zombie apocalypse, there's a fire, and now you have to go somewhere.
Okay. Then I'd go up to my buddy's house on 5 Mile.
All right.
His house is on a cliff, so I only have to guard 3 sides of it.
Nice.
He is also a avid shooter.
Nice.
So,
But yeah, no, they take this stuff seriously ish.
and if you,
It's really funny.
yeah,
But I mean, you never know. You never know. Like in The Walking Dead, they in a lot of zombie movies too. Like the first zombie was somebody who received a experimental treatment and then died. And
but then didn't die.
then rose from the grave. Well, like not even from the grave, really. Just got back up a few minutes later and started biting everybody.
So it takes effect pretty quickly.
I guess.
If you get killed, then you're so as long as you stay alive and you have the zombie virus,
Yeah.
as long as you don't die, you won't become a zombie.
I think one of the premises of The Walking Dead in the comic book is everybody receiving an inoculation
Oh,
and then
a vaccine, if you will.
a vaccine.
Oh,
And then-
interesting.
and then, so everybody theoretically will turn into a zombie.
Okay.
And I've seen other shows and movies where there was a something introduced into the air,
Right.
and so everybody was infected.
Right. Interesting. Well, let's do this. I want to keep talking about this, but we are at the quarter-hour mark. We're going to do a quick ad from our sponsor, nwblends.com. Folks, we will be right back. Hey, folks, Randy from The Great Podcast. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast, and we appreciate it. Now take a moment and visit our sponsor, nwblends.com. nwblends.com offers the freshest coffee you can get available today. It's awesome. Coffee from around the world brought to you and roasted when you order it. The coffee, that's it. They don't roast it weeks or months in advance. They roast it when you order it so you get the freshest coffee available. Single origin or blended coffee, it's up to you. Drip, you can get it in toddy, espresso, or beans if you like to grind your own. nwblends.com. This is the place to get your coffee. Maybe you're not a coffee drinker. That's okay. They've got you covered. Coffee is available as a gift. If you want to give the gift of coffee to somebody this holiday season, do it. nwblends.com. You can even just buy a gift card and let them buy their own coffee. This place is fantastic, folks. You're going to love it. nwblends.com. Great sponsor of the Great Podcast. You should try it. You're going to love it.